Hi there, welcome to UTV Guna. Great win for us yesterday, beating Bournemouth 3-0. Your thoughts on the game?
I think Jesus deserved the goal, to be honest, and Odegaard played amazing as always.
It's good. There's a lot of goals in our team though, which is what I'm liking. We're not just relying on one player. It's obviously Jesus is galvanising the team, and we're all just bouncing off him, and he's taking us to that next level. So I feel like it was a good game, I'd say.
Yeah, and Saliba got his first goal for us yesterday.
God,
What a goal!
I think he'll be above Van Dijk soon. I actually do. He's got everything. He's got pace. He's only 21, so imagine 5 years. He's not even in his prime. 5 years, 26. He'll be getting into his prime. So I think the sky's the limit for him. Really.
He's one for the future.
Not even for the future. He's got it now, but for the future, it's going to be even better. That's what. It's scary for everyone else, but it's good for Arsenal. Yeah, but our defence is looking good.
Yeah.
Very good.
Much better from past years.
Yeah, so much better.
Yeah, what was really good yesterday as well is that, on paper we expected to go there and win. We know they're a promoted team, but the way we did it, we just dominated from start to finish.
Yeah.
We barely gave them any chances. First half, I don't think they even had a shot.
No.
Second half, just a couple of bits and pieces. So it's so good to see us so dominant like that.
That's what I enjoyed more, not just obviously the 3-0, but the fact we're dominating games. Not like we're just scraping wins like we did last season. We actually feel as if we're controlling games more. Obviously, there's bigger tests coming up, which is what we were talking about on the way here. We're quite still excited about it. I feel like we can take on the Chelseas and the Liverpools, so that's what. We're probably getting ahead of ourselves, but from early season, I think we've gone up a level from last year.
Dominated all 3 matches so far.
We have. And they're not easy matches, Who was our first game?
Palace away.
Palace away, exactly. That's never easy. Even Bournemouth, they're a new team. It's only early season. Look, Aston Villa, first game, they struggled there as well. So they're not. We made them look like an average side, but they're not. They are strong. Especially the new teams when they come out in the Premier League. Maybe after Christmas, after they've had loads of defeats, but now they are still got that enthusiasm. So I think we did well to control that.
Yeah, Gabriel Jesus, wanted to ask you about some comments that Ronaldinho made about him, saying that at Man City he was never really given a proper chance. He was never the focal point of the attack, wasn't showing much love there, but now with us, believes that he could be not only one of the best players in England, but in Europe.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that?
I mean, what do you think?
Yes. I think in a couple of years he'll be up there with like the Lewandowskis and the Ronaldos. Well, Ronaldo might leave, but I think in a couple of seasons he'll be top goal scorer, maybe even this season.
Even this year, I agree with, obviously he's been in the Premier League for a few years and we've all seen him do it at Man City, but more at the wider position now, he's the focal point.
Yeah.
I feel like he can get the goals now. He's gone up a level since then. He's obviously last being the number 9. Alright, so Man City can have a great game. Next game he's on the bench, which is not great for him. He never has that consistency. At least now, he knows every week he'll be, right there. So I do think he can go. He'll be one of the best strikers in the next few years. How old is he? He's about 24, 26? Yeah, he's still just in his prime now, so he's only get better. So I can agree with Ronaldinho knows his football. So.
Okay, so I wanted to ask you about the next couple of games then. So 2 home games, Fulham at home, promoted team, should be beating them, and then Aston Villa again, another team that we should be beating on paper at home. Do you think we can pick up 6 points there?
Yeah.
I do. I mean, a few years, or even last year, you would think, there was so many games you thought, we'll win, but then we get draws, or the Brighton one still hurts me when you lose at home to them. That costs us the Champions League, those type of games. Fulham as well, you saw what it did to Liverpool. They're not an easy team as well, so it's, if we can blow them away again, that'll show us the level we're at. And Aston Villa again, they've got a great squad. They're not playing great at the moment, but they've sort of got Coutinho, they've got Bailey, they've got obviously Martinez and Arsenal. On paper, they've got a great team, but home form, you obviously expect us to get 3 points. Hopefully clean sheets both games. That's what I would love to see as well.
I think we can beat anyone at home. I think it'll be 5 from 5.
Yeah.
Should be. And I think we'll beat Man U as well easily.
That'd be great. So quick score prediction for the Fulham game?
3-0.
I was about to say 3-0. I'll go 4-0.
4-0.
Yeah.
Okay. And one last thing I wanted to ask you is the All or Nothing Amazon documentary. What were your thoughts on it?
I mean, I've only seen 2 episodes. So, I mean, so far it is. I mean, I've enjoyed it. I've got to the point where we just beat Tottenham. That was episode 2, so that was great. The first one, obviously, is when we lost the first 3 games of the season. Everyone was saying Arteta out, which I thought was just a bit silly. It was a bit premature because we didn't have a full team at those first few games. So you knew we'll get better, which we did. So yeah, I mean, I think it's a great documentary. It's great to get the insights of the players. Like they're talking before matches, and you get to see their family, their friends. I can't wait to see the rest of this. But yeah, I will.
It shows how far we've come. Last season we lost all 3. This season we started with all wins. So it just shows what team Arteta's brought, and trusting the process actually helped.
I wish they did a documentary this season. That would be a good one to see how things have changed. So I feel it'll be a good season. So it'd be good if they could capture that. So
yeah.
What was really good about it as well is to see the passion that Arteta has for the club, his love for the job, love he has for the players and the faith he has in them, and his managerial style is that some people are criticising him, but he likes to think out of the box and do different things.
He does, and obviously he's made brave choices to get rid of obviously a bandman and not even have anyone to back him up. So, and it almost worked. We almost got the Champions League. So, and there's only those few games at the end of the season we blew it, but it did actually work. And obviously now he's managed to get a few more pieces into the jigsaw, and everyone can see it is paying off. So yeah, and even Saliba, the fans were calling for him for about 2 or 3 years, but obviously he just kept his patience. He did well in Marseille, won Player of the Year, I think, 2 years in a row. So that obviously has paid off. He's only 21, so we've still got at least 10 years plus with him. So yeah, it's been great.